Okay, we're gonna start learning about mixtures. The first mixture we're gonna do is sand and iron filings. Iron filings are tiny, 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 tiny little pieces of metal. They're made of iron. Iron is like it's an element. So my metals that are magnetic are nickel, iron, and steel. Steel is made from iron. That's sand. I just put sand in there. Now, right now, I can't separate sand, right? Because sand is sand. Put your hand up. Right now, we're not doing questions. Okay, this right here, I have them right here. I know they're in the container. These are iron filings. I will not let y'all touch these or mess with these because they're so tiny that they can get in your eyes, they can get in your skin, and I should probably be wearing gloves, and I should be wearing goggles too. Okay, do you see how tiny they are? Yeah. They almost look like real fine salt, but these are tiny little pieces of metal.
It looks like the bomb part. Oh,
they're very tiny pieces of metal.
It's a glove on, man.
Now, I'm not gonna let y'all mess with these because again, I mixed them up. Right now, can I separate these?
No.
No. Okay, what if I used water and see if density was going to separate them? Are they going to separate?
No.
No, because they're both heavy. They're more dense than water, so they're both going to sink. So they're not going to separate. What if I do, what's my other way of separating a mixture?
Magnet?
Well, okay, we're going to do that one now.
Solution?
That's a solution or a liquid?
A moment.
What if I put it on a strainer, a colander, a sieve?
No, because both of them are going to fall down.
They're both going to go through. Okay. Let's say I use a filter. If I use a filter, I need what? Water. Well, does metal dissolve in water?
No.
Does sand dissolve in water?
No.
So can I use a filter to separate iron filings and sand? No, because they both are dense, they both sink, and then they both are too big to go through these holes. They don't dissolve in water. So what we use is, what do we use, Ramon?
A magnet.
A magnet. I have this magnet in a plastic bag because if I didn't, when the iron filings stick to it, they're going to be stuck on and I'm not going to be able to get them off because they're so tiny, they're so small. So that's why I have it. I don't want them stuck on the magnet forever.
Don't touch it, man.
So I'm using a magnet and I'm going to run it through it. What do you see happening?
It's sticky. The iron fighting sticks to the magnet. Even though it's in the bag. Oh, that's so cool.
So, am I separating the iron filings from the sand?
Yes.
What property did I use?
Magnet.
I used magnetism. Now, if I want to put them back in there, I'm going to have to open my bag and take out the magnet. So, I'm going to do that right now.
So what if they follow it, man? I'm so scared.
No, because I'm going to take it out.
Oh, they just dropped.
So they just dropped, because what did I remove?
The magnet.
So my property of magnetism was removed, and they all come back together. Okay, that's one way of separating a mixture. We're going to do another one.
It looks like the powder from the bomb.
Okay, the next one we're going to use is water. I have a jar right here. Does anybody know what this is called?
Funnel.
This is called a funnel. I'm putting a funnel in there. And then, what is this called?
The filter.
I have filter paper. I'm going to put that in a funnel. Why am I putting my filter paper in the funnel?
So the water can drop down and the solid can stay in the pot, man.
Give me one. Now, right here in this baggie, I have salt.
And pepper.
And it's not pepper. Actually, they're chia seeds. They're tiny little seeds. But I have pink salt because it's Himalayan pink salt. I want to separate the salt from here. Now, I would not use tweezers because this is too small to separate with tweezers. I'll be there forever. So I don't want to use tweezers. So I'm going to add my salt and my chia seeds. What is this called, the salt and the chia seeds together? It's called a what?
Mixture.
I'm going to use my mixture. See it?
Yeah.
I want to separate the salt. So I'm going to use water.
Oh, I see it! Yeah, that's cool. Did you record on the bottom?
So, what's going through the filter?
The water.
What's staying behind?
The mixture.
No, not the mixture. What's staying behind? The seeds are staying behind. And what came out? The salt. How come I can't see the salt?
Because it's dissolved.
Because it dissolved. Now, did the salt disappear like magic?
No.
How do I know there's still salt in there?
Because it's not clear, miss.
What's what? I can taste it. That property, the property of taste, stays the same. It is still in there. Ooh, some of my chia seeds went through. Okay, but I separated most of them. Right now, some of the chia seeds are floating. Can I separate those?
No. Yes.
So what property is making them float?
The water.
Density. And then remember, salt water makes things float even more because it makes the water more dense. So I can separate these now if I wanted to, or I could just run them through. I can pick them out, or I can run it through a filter paper again.
It looks like.
And I'm surprised they went through.
It looks like little ants, man.
Yeah, they look like little ants. But the best way to separate chia seeds and salt would be a filter paper. What if I had salt and pepper? Could I do the same thing?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, now you had another question that asked you about powders. And asked you about what are they doing, what are they testing for. Now there was a question that said something about instant coffee.
Baby powder. They put Nini. Why you such a Nini?
Where's my instant coffee? Okay. You had a question that asked you about the powders going in or stuff like that.
Density.
This is called instant coffee.
Yeah.
This coffee will dissolve. So if I'm putting powders in a liquid, I want to know what's going to dissolve. So here's my liquid, and I'm going to put different powders in here to see if it dissolves.
Is that an actual? Oh my god.
Yeah.
It looks so cool. It looks like a sunflower, not anymore. Oh.
Did it dissolve?
Yes.
Yes. Can I separate it?
No.
Okay, well let's say I want to see if I can separate it, and I'm going to try to use my filter paper. Let's see if my coffee gets separated. Where did I use my funnel at? I'm going to use my funnel again, and I'm going to see if I can separate this solution. Because is this a mixture or a solution?
A mixture.
This is a mixture?
No solution.
I have coffee with water.
Solution.
It's a solution. Can I separate it using a mixture? And
Yes.
I use cold water, so it probably hasn't all dissolved. But, let's see.
Ew. It looks kind of weird.
The water goes through, right? Now my water is going through, and I didn't use hot water, so not all my coffee dissolved. But normally it would all dissolve. You see how I'm dissolving it right now? The more I wet it. You're looking up there. Look forward.
It's looking at the screen.
Look forward.
But it looks like tea.
Yeah. So, tea is a what? Solution. Coffee is a solution. So if I'm putting different powders, I'm trying to see what is dissolving and what is not dissolving. Can I separate a solution?
Yeah, no.
Can I separate this coffee?
No.
No. Once it's evenly mixed, I cannot separate. Okay, that's it for now for science.
Okay.
Okay, you may start on boom card.
Miss, it doesn't take the 20 course